You may qualify to receive an advanced pain-relieving back brace at little or no cost to you. Many people are now using our pain-relieving back brace as an alternative to surgery or harmful medications and experience pain relief that they haven't felt in years. Don't let your back pain turn into something worse. Remember, if you qualify for no money out of pocket, there's nothing to lose and only real pain relief to gain. Our friendly team of experts will handle all paperwork and will deliver it for free. 800-507-1148. Your pain-relieving back brace may be covered by Medicare at little or no cost to you. Call our hotline now and get free shipping, plus a complimentary, easy-to-use pedometer. 800-507-1148. 800-507-1148. 800-507-1148. Little to no cost with full insurance payment, copay, and deductible supply promo subject to qualification while supplies last.
Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to Fifth Street Sports on Sports Byline SB Nation Radio Network, also on the American Forces Network. Thanks again, guys, for every day. We can't thank you enough. We are on Facebook.com/Fifth Street Sports Talk. It's a beautiful Friday. We're getting ready for a lot of weekend action. We got Oklahoma Brian and Florida Rick. I'm Frank Perez. Those are my two unbelievable co-hosts that are hotter than you can imagine. Guys, we got to leave them with a bunch of money makers.
Got a good start. Got a good start on the weekend last night, I think, right?
Oh yeah,
we were so close to sweeping the board. I think everything we gave out, other than the Golden State under, was a winner, and that just missed. I don't know if you guys were watching the end of that game, but why were they playing like an all-star game in the last 6 minutes when they had all the subs out there? They were running like, they were using about 8 seconds on the shot clock, and every possession, Matthew Dellavedova, he just took it and was like, that's it. I'm going as fast as I can down the court. I'm either shooting it or I am passing it for a wide open three. And we lost by a few points.
Yeah, well, we got the first half under, but no, you're right. And even with all of that, it only went over by a basket because it closed at, I think, 242.5.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a tough one. I know, some of us had some parlays going, and that was a brutal loss, that last Golden State one. But we're just sulking the loss, but we had 5 other winners there that we're not even discussing right now.
Yeah,
really, for the most part, we got them all easily. We didn't have to sweat any of them.
Well, no, my Buffalo NHL, I actually had to go to OT and win that one 6-5.
Oh, okay, all right.
But when we come back, we're gonna. So let's recap this here because we got just a little bit of time. We had Buffalo and Florida in the NHL. You gave out Wake Forest under. Brian had Pittsburgh and over in the NFL. We went 5-1. Even on the Fifth Street Advantage, we went 2-0. We gave out Pittsburgh over and Buffalo in hockey, so we're off to a 2-0 start there. But it's Friday, guys, and we got to put a lot of games in the chamber. We're going to have the contest. We got NBA, NHL, college football, college basketball, and I know you guys are waiting to hear this results on this first chess game. After the 55th move, it looks like a draw, but we'll be right back. Fifth Street Sports. Stay tuned. Back in 3 minutes, folks.
All right, let's come down a couple of clicks on the Frankie mic. Let's turn that down a couple of notches.
You're watching the game when the doorbell rings and the delivery.
The other two mics are low, so I'm going to have to turn it up here. So bring Frankie down a couple of notches.
Women get when they receive flowers for absolutely no reason. So when's the last time you sent her flowers? Just because you were thinking of her. And if she got your flowers tomorrow, what do you think her reaction might be? Well, you can times 10 that when you send flowers from the Books.
Let's hear the mic, Frank.
We're the flower folks with farms located on the side of a volcano that grow flowers as spectacular as she is. Books are cut from
Hello,
farms
okay,
and
can you still hear me? Oh, yeah,
delivered fresh to her,
Andrew's
so they
yelling
last.
at me to
And
say
you know,
something.
every day she
Well, he's
admires
not
your
yelling at me, but
flowers
he's just
is
telling me to
another
say
day.
something.
All right. Try that.
Flowers from the Books with next day delivery. Yep, next day. And get ready to be the most thoughtful man on earth. Go to Books.com and enter HERO for your Thoughtful Guide 20% discount. Yeah, 20% off at BOUQS.com and enter HERO. Books.com.
Trading involves financial risk and is not suitable for all investors. Marijuana has unleashed a green gold rush across our nation. It's creating $10.8 billion in new wealth a year. And every day, it's transforming more and more Americans into millionaires. In an historic event, former Speaker of the House John Boehner reveals how you could become one of them. Join him online for the American Cannabis Summit. Attendance is 100% free, but space is limited. To secure your spot, text JOIN to 44055. This event is the first of its kind ever. John Boehner and an esteemed panel will reveal which cannabis stocks are primed to deliver life-changing windfalls. Plus, they will show you how to become a cannabis angel investor, backing the hottest startups before they potentially become worth billions of dollars. To join American Cannabis Summit, text JOIN to 44055. Attendance is free. Text JOIN to 44055. Text JOIN to 44055.
Hey travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1780. 855-325-1780. That's 855-325-1780.
Folks, we're back. Fifth Street Sports on Sports Byline, SB Nation Radio Network. I'm Frank Perez, joined by my two co-hosts, Florida Rick and Oklahoma Brian. Hey, guys, I was just thinking about it. It's Friday. We got an action-packed weekend. What about if we go straight to the cash register today? I spied on a couple of really sweet accounts today, and I know we've been shying away from college basketball, but I got 3 matches from some real Sharpies. Tell me what you guys think of these 2 games, okay? They came in on Dartmouth plus 18 and on Ilion plus 17.5, 18 against North Carolina. I don't know much about them.
Is that as in Elian Gonzalez? Or I'm not...
Yeah, Elon. Yeah.
Elon. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Elon. Anyways, okay. I was spying on these 2 really sharp accounts, and I couldn't believe that we got 3 triple matches on those. So I think we should give those out, as some of our plays today, because these are the sharp stuff that we always look for.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I'm all for it. I like taking Ivy League team early in the year, getting lots of points. They usually tend to do well in these games.
I know. Rick's a little hesitant when I say college basketball right now, but I'm trying to stir him so he gets his feet wet, because I know once he gets involved, it's going to be good. Yeah,
well, we know the Sharpies are usually very good early in the year, so if they're on Dartmouth and Elon, by all means, let's recommend those plays. And like I said, anytime you get an Ivy League team double-digit dog early in the year, they tend to perform well, and that makes me like to play even more. So. I like the play, Frank.
Well, right now, how about to our audience right now? If we were going to send him to the cash register, what do you guys got like right off the top of your head? Let's shoot him something good.
Oh wow! No warning, huh?
No warning. We just met at the bar. We all rushed in, and we're talking about making some dough.
Well, that's tough because I got a lot of plays here. I don't really want to. I got to think about this because some of these are going to be in my. Pick contest, but I'll throw out a couple. I'll start off with I'm going to take Louisville tonight plus 21 in college football.
You know how many times now you know Louisville's record against the spread this year, don't you?
It's not good.
It's not good. If you were on a martingale right now, you'd be on your 9th bet. That's 200.
Wow.
Yeah, you would be having to lay. You would already be stuck 252 units, so you'd have to lay 510 units right now.
You're saying that they're 0-9 against the spread?
No, 0-8. 0-8, and then 0-8, which I kind of like your thinking because it's the dew factor, right? Even though dew's for the morning grass, it's kind of dew, right?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, let me throw out while we're talking about crazy stats. You want to hear a crazy stat? The Kansas City Chiefs this year are 9-0 on the opening coin toss if you count the preseason.
Wow, I did not know that. You mean they actually track what do they call heads every time, or do they switch around?
I'm sure Andy Reid's watching films, and I'm sure he's got some kind of strategy to it. Pat Mahomes is the new future of the NFL. He probably knows something about coins that the rest of it. I'm assuming he's the one.
I got right? Speaking of coin tosses, did you know this is documented? If right now if we flipped a coin 1 billion times and they said, oh, it's like flipping a coin, heads or tails. Did you know that if you called heads, you would actually grind out a profit because of the weight of the coin? You would actually win zero. You would actually win every 500 bets. You would pick up a unit.
I actually thought it was the other way around, but I have heard that. But speaking of coin tosses and betting, does it irk you when we get to the Super Bowl and every book puts up their props? And of course, there's always that one knucklehead that wants to bet the coin toss so he can look cool at work, telling all of his friends and coworkers that he bet the coin toss, when really that guy's a real sicko. Not sure if that's a cool thing, but from the bookmaker perspective, how about the bookmakers that make you lay 110 on the coin toss? Wow. Shouldn't that be minus 101 at best?
Yeah, 101.
Sometimes you'll see 40-cent lines on the coin tosses. I've seen it over the years, or like minus 120 either way, and yet they're getting a lot of action because it's most of these players only outs. So they're like, well, we want to bet the coin toss, and they're going to lay 120 on either side.
Right now, but that used to be like the biggest banana bet in the Super Bowl. But now, because of The Voice and American Idol, now the new thing is how long is the Star Spangled Banner going to last?
Right, but there's skill to that. That takes a little bit of handicapping. I admire people that actually take, and that's also one of the biggest steam moves of the entire. No, I'm serious, right? Well, right. There's always some guy that thinks of something that other people haven't thought of, or. How about when they have like the lingerie bowl or the puppy bowl props up, and they've already played it like 2 weeks earlier? There's always a group of people that know. Well, that's another great one. But.
It's kind of like my friend who bets. He's actually got 2 books that take $50 on WWE. Right now, he's 346-1. He lost one because the guy was supposed to win, but he got tangled up on the ropes. So he's 300.
That's a bad beat.
346-1. But now, what about this prop with now I think it's the latest one, and I'm actually 0-2. I'm actually stuck like 700 to it. What song is going to be the first song played? I went with Yellow one year because my friend told me they were going to sing Yellow. The first song that the band's going to come out with. I'm 0-2 on that prop.
I had I had the inside info on the Lady Gaga one. We had that one. But man, there was so much steam. By the time we could get to it, we were laying such a ridiculous price. And you always wonder if the inside info is really good. I hesitate to even bring this story up because I'm afraid Florida Rick's going to get up and walk off the show right now out of anger. I tell the story. But back in about 2001. Okay, 2001.
2001.
He's still listen to the guy. He's still angry. We had inside info on the Academy Awards, supposedly inside info from what was the book we got that from?
Direct Bet.
Direct Bet. Yeah. Oh boy. And what was the bet that we lost on that?
Well, the Kate Hudson one was the big one, but I mean, we lost every one I think except for one. What we laid like minus 500, but we lost every other bet. Kate Hudson was one we just kept betting over and over again.
I just got to tell you, like our partner and one of our residents, Chris, is the absolute best at these Academy Awards. We've picked 6-1 dogs. He goes right down the line. Like when we had Matchbook, we were always guaranteed to make at least 10 to 12,000 on the Academies.
Well. At this point we were just kids, and the guys at Direct Bet would move for the big syndicate that bet the Academy Awards, and I guess someone pissed off someone, and we got completely put on Queer Street that year. I think the only one we got right was Julia Roberts, like at 18-1, right? Which we didn't even.
I don't think we related because.
Yeah.
So there was one we got right. I think it was Benicio del Toro, if I remember correctly. I don't even know what movie or what that was from, but I remember that was our only winner, and it was the only one that we bet for a tiny amount because we could only get a little down. So
yeah,
that was an ugly day.
You know,
it was the only time I think I've ever watched the Academy Awards from start to finish, and I'll never do it again.
Oh yeah, you know what I think? In my whole career, one of the biggest setup prop bets that I've ever seen. Almost it was set up. It might be a little bit before your time when the Bears played the Patriots. They had it on every marquee out here. Will the Refrigerator Perry score a touchdown? And it started, I think, at 14-1. It closed at 3-1. Will the Refrigerator Perry score a touchdown? Everybody's, I know it's going to be a novelty, and they actually gave it to him, and he got the touchdown. It buried the books out here.
It was in the fourth quarter, right?
Yeah. Well, when they were crushing the Patriots, and then they gave it to him just to score a touchdown.
Right, and I think, am I correct that Walter Payton didn't score? That would have been Payton's touchdown?
Yeah. So what do you think that you could have got on a price? Like, who will score a touchdown first? Refrigerator Perry or Walter Payton? You might have gotten a big price on that, right?
I would think so, yeah.
Well, guys, when we come back, we're going to take the folks to the NBA, NHL, NCAA, and NFL cash register. Fifth Street Sports, Oklahoma Brian, Frank Perez, and Florida Rick will be back in 3 minutes.
All right, you're clear, and the audio sounds much better. Good levels on the Frank mic. Mark that level.
Want to fly somewhere? Looking for cheap flights or cheap tickets? Then call. That's right. Call the low-cost airline travel hotline now for prices so low we can't publish them anywhere. Low Cost Airlines has all kinds of cheap travel deals. Fly domestically and save up to 75%. You can even fly internationally and save even more. Yes, fly anywhere in the world and save a lot of money on your plane tickets. We'll even save you money with cheap travel deals on hotels, rental cars, even complete travel packages. So don't book your tickets until you call us first for the absolute cheapest prices on U.S. and international airline tickets and hotels. Call right now for prices so low they can't be published. Travel experts are here 24/7 to help. 800-754-4531. 800-754-4531. 800-754-4531. That's 800-754-4531.
If you or someone you love suffers from drug addiction, now is the time to utilize your private health insurance PPO plan. If eligible, receive up to $30,000 or more in substance abuse benefits with low or no out-of-pocket cost. We are the National Treatment Network, the premier drug and alcohol treatment referral service operating 24/7. We help connect you with facilities nationwide that accepts PPO private health insurance for substance abuse. If you have PPO substance abuse coverage and you need immediate admittance to a medical detox or residential rehab treatment center, call us now. Call our live referral helpline today. The call is free. This program is not available to Medicare or Medicaid customers.
Call 800-296-1252. 800-296-1252. 800-296-1252. That's 800-296-1252.
Being a new parent means every high and low you can imagine. But Evos can make it all easier with a baby monitor you can trust. Go to myevos.com, that's MYEVOZ.com, to see how Evos can be the eyes and ears of your nursery. Evos works with your smartphone to provide a live audio and HD video connection to your baby anytime and anywhere. On a date, at work, away on business, even serving your country overseas, Evos helps you never miss a moment. Whether your baby is with a sitter, your partner, a grandparent, or a friend, you'll be right there too. And with unique features like smart alerts that know the difference between a barking dog and your baby crying, extensive sleep tracking data, and state-of-the-art security features for your peace of mind, Evos is the smart baby monitor for connected parents. and enter the code SPORTS at checkout for $20 off. That's myevos.com. MYEVOZ.com.
Fifth Street Sports, folks. We're back. I'm Frank Perez, joined with Oklahoma Brian and Florida Rick. We're on Sports Byline, SB Nation Radio Network. I know we're going to touch on this Steelers game last night because Brian has some good stuff on it. But before we get to that, I wanted to share one last story of what I thought was like a big setup. You know, we're talking about setup things in gambling and sports. I remember in Vegas, since I lived here most of my life, 55 years. One time, Gary Austin used to run an independent sports book, and it got robbed. So I'll never forget, one of the detectives said he thought it was an inside job because the guy came in the middle of the night and told the teller, "Give me all the money and 2 schedules." I said, "Oh, that was bad. I can't believe you thought that something like that would be. That's a true story. Give me all the money and 2 schedules." I said, "Yeah, maybe it was an inside job, But anyways, getting back to the Steelers and the Panthers last night, Brian, let's talk about that one.
Well, I got to say, I was totally wrong on the Steelers. I faded them in the futures market, and I've been against them a lot this year. But I think I've completely flipped on this team. I think they're as loaded as any team offensively in the NFL, including Kansas City. And I almost wonder, this Le'Veon Bell coming back, obviously he's the most talented player, arguably, in the entire NFL. And I even wonder if they even need him, but obviously you're going to want him coming down the stretch. I just think, I really love this team as a dark horse, and I'm actually starting to shop around on futures on the Steelers. They're only a half game back, I suppose, of the Patriots, right? In fact, I think they would be ahead of the Patriots if the Patriots lost this week. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and man, if they can somehow get that 2 seed, what a tough out they're going to be for the rest of the league. I can't imagine a team with that many weapons operating as smoothly as they are right now. I guess they've kind of been a team that you always think is capable of that, but it seems like this might be the year they can avoid having to go to Foxborough. I really like their chances.
Rick, what do you think about the Steelers?
Yeah, we've been talking about this when we started talking about it a lot last night, but even before that, the Steelers have just come on so strong of late. They've won now 5 in a row. These aren't even close games. They're just pretty much demolishing anyone in their path. Like Bryce said, if the Patriots lose tomorrow, that'll push them into the number 2 seed. Kansas City, of course, is going to win this week, but next week they play that Monday night game in Mexico City against the Rams. If KC were to lose that one, now they'd only be a half game behind KC, assuming they win for home field advantage in the AFC playoffs. So the Steelers team, it's hard to see them losing any more games. I mean, they already lost to the Chiefs, and I don't know if they're playing the Patriots or not this year, but I'm not sure they're going to lose more than 1 game the rest of the year. And their defense is really coming on.
Right? Don't they play each other this year? Steelers play the Patriots. Right?
Yeah. They both finished. They both finished in first place last year, so they have to play each other this year if they won their divisions last year. Right?
How big is that game going to be? Right?
Oh,
huge,
man, huge.
Brian, by the way, that shirt you got, I see what team it's on. Do you get that if you fill up like 2 times at the same gas station? You got an Arizona Cardinal shirt. Boy, you're wearing most of the stuff you get has got to be freebies, right?
Well, close to it. There's a great story behind this shirt, and I don't think I'm going to tell it today.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, so we're on the Steelers wagon, hoping that they can get a 1 or 2 seed. Anybody else? How about this? Forget the Steelers. Let's go back to this one again, because Brian, I gotta concede a touchdown to you, but that's the most. When I made Buffalo 28.5 against Alabama, I'm going to make them now 21.5.
If they could make football lines like baseball lines, where you could list your quarterback and I could list Nathan Peterman, I would. I would take 21.5 for everything I own in this world and everything you own too, Frank. I would bet, and your niece's fund and
hey, she's
everything
got special needs, so you got to have a real good line. I don't ever put her trust fund up unless it's something for sure. But wouldn't you bet the game like you would list it like Peterson action? You don't even need to list the other quarterback, right? Just list Peterson goes action, right?
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. I would just list the one quarterback. Yeah. Yeah. I really fear that one of these Mondays I'm going to wake up and I'm going to see the headline Nathan Peterman released by the Bills. That'll be a really sobering thought. Speaking of Nathan Peterman, did you guys see this week there was two really funny things involving Nathan Peterman? Somebody started a GoFundMe page in Buffalo to get him to just go away. I think their goal is to raise $1 million. And if they can raise it, they'll give it to Peterman in exchange for him promising to retire. And the other thing that's funny is E.J. Manuel, I guess, is he's the former quarterback that played for Buffalo. It doesn't have an NFL gig right now. He was released by the Raiders, I guess, in the preseason. He's been kind of trolling Peterman this year, kind of irate that he's not on an NFL roster, or specifically on the Bills. The Bills won't give him a chance, and they're throwing Peterman out week after week. But what's the status with? I think Josh Allen is definitely out this week. So this week the Bills are between Peterman,
Matt
Barkley, and Barkley. And that's it, right? Is the other guy still has an injured or still has a concussion? Or I'm curious. I think Peterman is supposed to be the guy that starts on Sunday, I think.
But how come that line has come down from 7.5 to 6.5 with Peterman going?
Then Peterman might not be going. If someone wants to pull that
up, that's what Rick mentioned, that Josh Allen might be starting. That's why I thought it went down through that 7. I can't believe they went through the 7.
He's still questionable. We still don't know. It looks like they're still deciding if he's going to be able to play with his elbow injury or not. So we probably will know tomorrow, maybe even Sunday morning.
Because if Peterman goes, I would like to use the Jets on a pleaser. I would go ahead and lay the 13.5. You know what I mean?
Nice call. Although in the NFL, that takes a lot of courage to use a pleaser in the NFL. But if there's ever a time to do it, this might be it. But yeah, in terms of the Alabama line, I mean, it's. I saw that a website, or I think it was a sportsbook manager this week, made it 28.5. And, I totally get that. I think, generally speaking, the gap between a college football team and an NFL team is so great that 28.5 makes sense. I just think this is kind of a once-in-a-lifetime scenario with the most powerful college football team we've ever seen in our lifetime, and maybe the weakest – with Peterman, I got to say, one of the weakest NFL teams. So I think the line should be single digits, to be honest. I definitely think 14 is stealing, but I mean, I'm sure.
How many of these Peterman interceptions do you think have not been his fault? Where like he hits the guy in the hands and it gets popped up in the air and it kind of wasn't his fault. Do you think they've counted some of those against him when it really wasn't his fault?
Well, how many dropped interceptions has he had that should have been caught and run into the end zone?
God, he's bad, this guy, huh?
He's not good, Frank.
Yeah, he really is.
I saw a stat during the Patriots game that I thought kind of made me think of this matchup of Alabama versus Buffalo. The stat was NFL teams with the highest percentage of first and second year players. And the Buffalo Bills have 40% of their roster are first and second year players. So with that in mind, it really makes you kind of question the whole idea of, experienced veteran professional players versus college players. I mean, looks
That's
like
true. Even though don't forget, at that age, that year or two is kind of really big for strength and speed and stuff. Don't let that get too, I know where you're going. Yeah, we're going to probably find out after a few more games what the real line is going to be. But now, because we got on our social media over here, they're asking both of you guys for something to make some money on in the NBA and, well, in any sport, but they specifically said NBA. So I guess we'll start with Rick on this one.
Okay, there's a couple of games that I'm looking at tonight, which we're already down on, and hopefully they'll come in. The first one, unfortunately, well, I guess we'll figure out later on if it was fortunate or not. But Utah was a 3-point favorite at home against the Celtics, and then Kyrie Irving was announced out. We were already on him at 3, but for people now playing it up to 5.5, I still love the play. I think Utah wins this game going away. And you know me, I hate taking favorites, but I think this is a game that won't be close throughout. Yeah, Gordon Hayward's returning to Utah. That means nothing. And I think Utah wins this game easily. I don't think it's a game that's really going to be in doubt, and especially now with Irving out. I really don't like laying 5.5, but I think this is a double-digit win for sure. The other game that I had my eye on was Sacramento at home as a 2.5-point dog against Minnesota. We know, Minnesota's got all the talent, but they're still in shambles, with their chemistry and the whole Jimmy Butler thing still lingering. So they're 0-7 on the road, and they're laying 2.5 points at Sacramento, who, amazingly enough, has a winning record at 6-5. I think this is a steal. I think this is an absolute steal. Sacramento plus 2.5 at home against Minnesota.
I agree on the Sacramento. I'm going to throw in one additional play, which is your Utah game. I like the under, going under 206. It's moved a few points, but I still like the under on Utah-Boston.
Okay, so far we got Utah minus 5.5, Sacramento plus 2.5, Utah under 206. We got 3 plays. I guess when we come back, we'll touch. If you got some more games, I wouldn't mind giving them out because I'm writing all these down. I'm really getting down on these games.
Wait a minute, Frank. When we come back, it's showdown time.
Oh, it is? Okay. Well, maybe we'll throw in a game on the last segment. We'll be right back, guys. Fifth Street Sports.
It has been said that everyone has a book and
All right, good segment, guys. You're clear.
the ability to write your book. Maybe you picked up some skills or had a life experience that you want to pass on in the form of a book to help others. Maybe you want to leave an autobiography for your family. Or maybe you've built a successful business and you want to share your story. At Dorrance Publishing Company, we have professional writers who can help turn your book idea into a finished manuscript quickly and affordably. A Dorrance ghostwriter can provide as much or as little help as you need to complete your book. You'll work directly with your ghostwriter to finish your book faster than you ever could on your own. It's easy to become a published author. Call Dorrance now to learn more. 800-485-6003. 800-485-6003. 800-485-6003. Call right now. That number is 800-485-6003.
Where do you want to go on a vacation or honeymoon? The Caribbean, Europe, Hawaii, Mexico? How about Disney or a cruise? At Superior Cruise and Travel, we've got you covered. We'll assign you your own travel concierge. They'll help you design a custom vacation plan that you can't find online. And the service is completely free. You can't compare the value of this to any other online travel company. We can help you plan a custom vacation anywhere in the world. We even offer payment plans with no credit card required. Now you pay off your vacation on your time schedule. Call now and mention the promo code RADIO and save up to $500. Book your custom trip. Call Superior Cruise and Travel now and talk to one of the highest rated travel agencies in the country with a 5-star A+ online rating.
800-570-9631. 800-570-9631. 800-570-9631. That's 800-570-9631.
Attention business owners. Are you struggling while waiting for your customers to pay on their net 30, 60, or 90-day invoices? Can't get a business loan? Have no equity? Bad credit? Or maybe no credit at all? Then you need to call AmeriFactors right now. AmeriFactors will give you cash for your invoices and there's nothing to pay back. We simply buy your account receivables, and if those clients don't pay on the invoices, we take the loss. We give you funds based on your account receivables, not your credit. And 98% of all applicants are approved. It's that simple. With AmeriFactors, there's no more waiting for your customers to pay. We give you the funds up front, then we wait for your customers to pay us. Fund your business today. Call AmeriFactors right now.
800-847-1183. 800-847-1183. 800-847-1183. That's 800-847-1183.
Fifth Street Sports, folks, we're back. Oklahoma, Brian, Florida, Rick, and Frank Perez on Sports Byline, SB Nation Radio Network. Guess what, guys? It's time for the big contest. Brian, I gained more ground on you, buddy. I'm right on your heels. You got to be
far
getting,
back?
I think you got to be getting a little nervous right now, right?
Never nervous.
Like 2 weeks
No.
in a row. 2 weeks in a row, just creeping up. It's like kind of like the tortoise and the hare.
Which one am I?
Well, you got off to a big start, so I'm going to call you the hare. Well, we'll see at the
right.
finish line. You should be the hare at the end. Anyways, so let's go with. Here we go, guys. It's time for the big challenge. Rick, you're going to go first because I write down all your stuff. Rick's going first.
Okay. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Well, if you listen to the Dog Pound on Wednesday, you're probably going to have a few of my picks already in hand, but I'm going to repeat them. This is now official contest selections. So my first pick is going to be a play from the Dog Pound. It's going to be game 141, Kansas plus 10.5, playing at Kansas State. Sunflower State showdown. Doesn't get any bigger than this in the state of Kansas. Well, except maybe for basketball. But this is a game that, again, I think is going to be, close throughout, big rivalry. I don't see anyone blowing anyone else out here, and I can easily see Kansas coming up on top. I do like, flyer on the plus 325, plus 350 money line as well, but my first pick is Kansas plus 10.5 at Kansas State.
Okay, you're documented. Brian.
Well, that might have been a play I would have used, but I'm not going to use it.
You can still use it because, remember, you got to try to outdo me.
Are you saying the Rick's plays?
No,
is like the,
no. I mean, you guys can team up on me because, by the way, we got a thing over here. We got a Fifth Street challenge from our social media. We were going to have you guys do a challenge, Chris and me against Florida Rick and Oklahoma Brian. We want to have a bowl challenge when all the bowl lines come out. Yeah, we're going to have a bowl challenge,
like tag team wrestling.
Yeah,
I like
exactly. Bowl challenge.
Rick is like the college football team that can't go to a bowl game this year. He's bowl ineligible. He gives out his plays because we all want to hear him, but
Right.
he can't win a championship. Sorry, Rick.
That's right.
All right. First play for me. I'm going to help me get a fair line on this because I don't have a current line. I'm going to take Cincinnati against South Florida. Is that 13.5 or 14?
It's 14 now.
It's 14.
So
14.
So you got
laying a bad. I'm laying a bad number, but I'm very confident about this play.
Cincinnati minus 14. Oh, I love that, buddy. I love that one. Okay. No, I love that you picked that one because I like South Florida in that game. Thank you very much. I'm going to take 123 Mississippi plus 12. I think they can handle A&M. I'm going to actually take them on the money line for a little bit too. So I'm going to go with Mississippi plus 12.
Wow.
All right. Yeah. Well, you can get about a 4-1 dog there, so it'll be a nice payout if you get it. All right. My second play is going to be another Dog Pound play from Wednesday, and that's game 149, North Carolina plus 10 now at Duke. Another arch rivalry. These are games that typically you see on rivalry weekend, but they're being played a couple weeks before this year, and we know how rivalry weekend usually turns out. Oh, I'm going to revise that. It's 10.5 now. So I'm getting North Carolina plus the 10.5, and I expect this game to also be played tough throughout. North Carolina's not going to be, giving any ground here. They want to win this game real bad, and I expect them to not necessarily win, but be in the whole way, and I wouldn't be surprised if they got to win at plus 340, plus 350 money line. So 149 Carolina plus 10.5.
Wow. Perhaps take home the victory bell. I'm going to stick with Cincinnati. I like all things Cincinnati this week.
Ooh.
Except for the chili. That's still gross. Don't ever serve me Cincinnati chili. I'm going to take Cincinnati in the NFL plus 6. Love this game. Saints are in a really bad sandwich spot coming off the emotional win against the against the Rams. I think this is a tough game going on the road at Cincinnati. I like Cincinnati to win the game outright, but I love them +6. This game's moved a full point in my favor this week.
Well, you guys, my next game, I'm going to actually go against this team for the first time all year. I've been on them a lot, but I'm going to go against them, and I'm going to take game 126, Tennessee +6 at home.
Tennessee 126.
I've been on Kentucky nearly every week.
That Tennessee. Both Tennessees are +6.
Yeah, but
college and pro are both +6.
Right. I'm gonna fade Kentucky. Fading Kentucky for the first time.
Okay.
Right. I don't have a problem with that play.
I don't either. All right. Well, that brings us to our third play, and my third play, again, it's another play from the dog pound. It's going to be game 190. Minnesota +10.5 at home against Purdue. For all the reasons I explained on Wednesday, I don't see Purdue as being the same team on the road as they are at home. Minnesota still is a tough home squad. I think this line is a good 4 or 5 points too high. I love getting 10.5 in a Big Ten game, freezing temperatures for this weekend. And again, +350 money line, I think is in order too. So if you want to throw half a unit on that, by all means, I think it's a good play. So 190 Minnesota +10.5.
We got that. Okay, you're down.
Okay, I am going to go to New Mexico, game 183 +13 for my third play. I think this is a chance this team wins outright. I've seen a lot of sharp guys on this, and feel confident making this my third play.
Okay, my third play is going to be 165 Charlotte +14. I'm going to try to fade. I'm going to try to beat this Marshall. Now I took this. I really like this game, but I'm doubling down because I have a couple of accounts that I fade from Cooler and Mush. So I'm going to take Charlotte +14.
Okay, I think we've been on Charlotte a few times this year, and they usually come through for us. So none of us will be against you on that one, Frank. Okay. My fourth play will be a game that Brian actually mentioned on the Dog Pound segment, so I hope I'm not officially stealing it from you, but I love this play all week. We talked about it last week, and it's game number 200, Arkansas, now +11.5 at home against LSU. For all the reasons LSU's just exhausted after that game.
You
against
stole
Alabama
it from
last
me
week.
because I stole it from my partner Chris. Now you stole it from me. This is nothing but a thievery.
I didn't know. I didn't know. I was actually kind of waited to my fourth pick to use it because I figured one of you guys would use it earlier, but nobody did. So I'm taking it with my fourth pick. I think we all agree we love this play. +400, +420 money line is also a steal, I think, in this spot too. And Arkansas has turned the corner. They're playing much better than they were earlier in the year. LSU's obviously looks like they're going to be fading for a little while. So let's go number 200, Arkansas +11.5.
Nice. Okay, am I on my fourth or fifth play right now?
You're on your fourth play.
Okay, this is going to make you happy. I'm going to lay chalk with my next big chalk on my next two plays, Frank.
Well, you've been good with chalk. You had Clemson, all these big winners.
I'm gonna steal a play from America's Worst Bettor. I'm going to be walking in Memphis with game 192 Memphis fading Tulsa Golden Hurricane -16.5, game 192.
Okay, boy, good luck to you there. I think Tulsa can hold. I'm going to take game 220 Michigan State +3.5.
All right, well, now we're even, Frank, because you stole my fifth
That's
pick.
right, brother. That's right. That's right.
That was my play of the Dog Pound on Wednesday, too. So
yep, I stole it right from you.
Wow. All right. Well, if I used that one, you would have taken Arkansas, so it would have been the same either way. All right. Well, now since Frank took that, my fifth play is going to be the first favorite I'm going to use on the day, and that's going to be game 162, Utah at home, laying 3.5 against Oregon. I understand Utah's quarterback situation isn't the best right now. Huntley's out for the year. They're down to their third string, but Utah's such a superior team to Oregon, both personnel-wise, coaching-wise. And I love the fact they're here. They're playing at home, and they're only a 3.5 point favorite. public is about 60% on Oregon. They see Huntley being out and they just want to be on the other team. We know from these situations that the quarterback, it's more of a system than it is the quarterback play himself. And I think Utah's going to win this game comfortably. I'll take 162 minus 3.5.
Yeah, good pick there. I got a lot of sharp accounts on that one.
Okay, on this next play, I got to get a line check because I will not bet this if I don't get the line that I want. I'm looking at the NFL. This is such an anti-sharp play that I know you're going to laugh at this play, but I still love this play. 268, Kansas City Chiefs. But I only want to do it if I can lay 16.5. What do you guys show on your screen?
Yeah,
16
you
oh,
got
16.5?
Oh, 16.5.
Yeah.
Probably get 16.
You probably get 16.
I think you get 16.
I'll lay 16, even better. All right.
Okay, so you're going to lay 16 in the NFL. Boy, I sure hope you got a good day job. Anyways, let's see. I'm going to take an NFL. Now, I just did a line check on this. I don't know if you guys will give it to me or not. 260, I got Tennessee plus 7 minus 115. I got a feeling I should get this 7 because it's going to be a flat 7 anytime soon.
Yeah, you can have 7.
Yeah.
I think they should handle these Patriots at home because New England's notorious for either laying an egg up right about this point or just winning by 3 or 4, you know. So I'm going to take Tennessee plus 7 here.
All right, so you are on both Tennessees.
That's right.
Before, when you picked the other Tennessee, I thought you were taking NFL. I'm like, oh, sorry, both Tennessees are on the same spread.
That's right,
well,
brother.
Look at that. You took them both anyway.
So that wraps it. We got all of our contest picks. I got a game on the ice, though. I really like this Anaheim tonight.
What price are you getting on that? Can we still get it?
Well, let's see what it currently is. Yeah, I was getting $1.03. Now I'm going to be. Hang on a second. Let me take a look at this Anaheim, because well, it's minus $1.11 right now. I still like it. They're at home against Minnesota. Minnesota played a tough game last night on the road again. I'm going to take Anaheim minus $1.11.
Okay. All right.
We're always with you on your hockey plays. We know you're getting them from sharp accounts and sharp sources. So, unfortunately, I don't think me and Bri pay much attention to hockey. So, you're going to be the hockey guru this year, Frank.
Well, I mean,
I do a little bit.
Yeah, but Brian does it all. What about any more NBA you could follow up with?
I got a question about football. I'm just curious. What do you think about this Boise Fresno game? Rare spot that you see Boise as a home dog, but I've seen a lot of sharp accounts on Fresno. Kind of looks like Fresno might be right to me, but I have nothing on it. I'm curious if you have anything on that, Rick.
I've seen sharp accounts on both sides, actually. But, yeah, today it's been trending towards Fresno. I think this is the first time in, 9 or 10 years that Boise's a home dog? Is that right? Maybe it was even like 12 years. It was an astronomical stat. I couldn't believe myself when I saw it. I know it's tough to be against Boise at home. I think this is a game that's going to be played right around the number. Someone's going to win by a field goal or so. I actually really like the under in this game. It's at 55.5. This is a war. These two teams, being played for the Mountain West, two top teams in the Mountain West. So I really like the under 55.5. I think this game's going to be played in the 20s or even the teens.
Boise under 55.5. Okay, that's what we're going to go with. I would kind of lean towards Boise here. At home getting 3. I mean,
I just got a text message that says that Patriots play at the Steelers December 16th. So that sounds like that'll decide home field for the.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge one, guys. We got to get ready for a break. When we come back, it's Fifth Street Sports. Oklahoma Brian, Florida Rick, Frank Perez. Stay tuned. We got some good closing stuff for you. Back in 3 minutes.
Not too long ago, it felt good to withdraw your cash from the bank, didn't it? For a vacation or a new car. But today, withdrawing your own cash has become risky. Pat Boone here for Swiss America. According to The Secret War, a new Swiss America white paper, I learned that all banks are now required to spy on you and me for the government, and then report any financial behavior deemed suspicious or unusual. You must read The Secret War. It's free. Truth is, I believe the government's new war against cash is really a war against us all. But the secret is now out. So please, get and read The Secret War.
Pick up your phone and call right now. 800-932-5517. 800-932-5517. 800-932-5517. Once again, that's 800-932-5517.
Attention to anyone that's written a book or wants to write a book. The process is not that complicated. Take a first step. Even if you write a page a day, you'll build momentum and your book will become a reality. The hard part is getting it published. That's when you need to call Page Publishing. They've got hundreds and hundreds of thank yous from different new authors, just like you. They make the process of publishing your new book and getting it sold online a simple process. You can learn how simple it is right now by calling for your free Page Publishing New Author Submission Kit. One quick 3-minute phone call, that's all it takes to get free information and learn how you can get your book published. Pick up your phone right now and call us 24 hours a day at this number. 800-603-0885. 800-603-0885. 800-603-0885. That's 800-603-0885.
Hi, I'm Dr. Robert Clapper, Chief of Orthopedic Surgery at Cedars-Sinai Medical Group in Los Angeles, California. Dedicated to your health, your life, and your sports. As a weekend warrior, you know about sports injuries and pain. Exercise is an important element in keeping your body's core in good shape to minimize sports injuries. But when you are in pain, there is one product that I recommend to my patients, and that is Blue Goo Gel. Blue Goo consists of a proprietary formula developed specifically for the treatment of inflammation and general muscle aches and strains. I recommend Blue Goo for my patients coping with hip and knee pain before surgery, especially bursitis and tendinitis. Give Blue Goo a try. Call 1-888-330-0123 and you'll receive a 1-week supply of Blue Goo absolutely free. The makers of Blue Goo are even paying the shipping. The number again is 1-888-330-0123. If you want more information on Blue Goo, visit online at www.dothegoo.com.
Now available at select Big 5 stores near you.
Folks, we're back. Fifth Street Sports on Sports Byline, SB Nation Radio Network. Hey, guys, in honor of the Veterans Day weekend, I am going to give out one of my first plays. It's going to be in the UFC. This is a real special play, and I got permission from the source that I could release it. Mike Trizano plus $1.50, $1.45, $1.50 over Luis Pena. That is my Veterans Day UFC that I'm giving out to the folks to have a beautiful weekend. Another $1.50 dog. Yeah, no, but do you guys know why November 11th is Veterans Day?
I do. But I just want to say that play is only for veterans. If you're not a veteran, please don't play Frank's play. Yes, I know about the 11th hour on the 11th day of the 11th month.
That's very good. And and if you were smart, you would bet $1,100 on Mike Trizano plus $1.50.
All right. Well, veterans, we thank you for your service, and here's a UFC play.
Right.
I like
Take something. Here's how you can get your bankroll ready for Black Friday. Get ready for Black Friday. Bet $1,100 on Mike Trizano. Take home $1,650. Take home $1,650 for some shopping. That's for a Veterans Day special for you folks.
I like it. Did you see, Frank, that Woody Harrelson? I guess it was the equivalent of throwing out the first pitch in your World Chess Championship. He moved the initial piece, but he got the piece wrong. He moved it was a pawn that the guy wanted to move. He moved the wrong one, and along the way, he inadvertently knocked over the king, which I guess is a big deal in chess.
That's huge. That's like taking the clothes off the queen. I mean, you can't. That's one of the worst things you could do. But Woody Harrelson is a big chess fan.
Is that right?
Big fan. Yeah, he's a big fan. But how stupid could you be? It's usually the most common opening move is pawn king 4. The king's pawn moves to the 4th square. That was Bobby Fischer's opening move almost every time. And sometimes he went queen's pawn to the 3, which is the gambit. But anyways, guys, have a beautiful weekend. Fifth Street Sports. We appreciate you listening and watching us. We'll see you Monday, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. Have a safe and beautiful weekend. To the veterans, thank you guys for all your service.
All right, nice show, guys. We'll talk to you later.